Oh shit, I haven't wrote it. Actually, I can remember what I want to talk about anyway, so it don't matter. But do you want to go first? Because I haven't played, well, I was away last week at LAN, so I was just fucking...
Oh, how was that?
Yeah, it was good. It's just like a music festival, like the worst, best week of your life. Right.
What was it, like a whole weekend? Or?
Yeah, Monday to Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long were you awake?
Well, I need my sleep, but the longest I was awake was like I was staying up till 5 in the morning one time. That was like the latest. It was weird because it was light.
Yeah.
At that point, we were playing a board game on Tabletop Simulator called Secret Hitler. Have you ever seen it played?
No.
When I explain it, it sounds well more complicated than it is. But with 5, it depends how many players there is. But with 5 of us, there was 3 liberals and 2 fascists. And the 2 fascists, well, one of the 2 fascists is Hitler, and they know who each other are.
Right. Okay.
The liberals don't know who anyone is.
Right.
And the goal basically is you have to, as fascists, you have to play fascist policies and make sure the liberals don't find out who Hitler is.
Yeah.
And as the liberals, you've got to put down liberal policies and hopefully find out who Hitler is. And when you play 3 fascist policies, you get a bullet. So if you're a liberal and play that 3rd fascist card to make it look like you're a fascist, or you just want the bullet because you think you know who Hitler is, and it's good because you just have to lie to each other all the time. It's more about talking.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
And it's good.
So is that mainly what you were playing, or?
No. Well, that was probably the most enjoyable part of it. Yeah. I've not got the actual board game, and I don't know. Tabletop Simulator is great, by the way.
PC.
Yeah, but there's so many. Obviously, it's got mod support, and people have just put so many board games in there. Like it's £15 normally, and it goes on sale quite a lot. So for £7, and the price of board games is pretty fucking ridiculous. Yeah. So
Monopoly's like 20 quid.
Yeah, you save yourself so much money, and there's like full Dungeons and Dragons modules and.
I've never played that. I always wanted to.
I
wanted to play that.
Yeah, takes a lot of organising.
Who was there? You, Dave, Jack.
Tom is a friend from Leeds, and George. So there's 5.
Yeah. Did you do it around Jack's?
Yeah, and fuck me, it was so hot because obviously the weather last week was fucking boiling, as well as 5 PCs fucking churning out heat.
Was there any breakdowns?
No one's PC overheated, which because mine gets fucking well hot. I'm surprised mine didn't, but it tanked through it. Because mine's all AMD stuff, and AMD's fucking renowned for getting hot.
Well, hopefully in the next couple of weeks I should be getting my PC.
Really? Oh yeah.
Well, it's not mine. It's my mate's, the guy I'm living with. But
what's he? Do you know any of the hardware?
I don't know anything, no. But I said I'd buy a new graphics card for it. His is all right, but he won't be able to. You don't need.
Is it one he's used for music?
Yeah, it's one he has used.
So
but
it'll probably be fast anyway.
I'll uninstall everything and then just use it for games because we've both got Macs anyway. So. And now I've got a PS4 as well.
Yeah. Have you just been playing PS Plus games with you?
Pretty much. As I say, I've just been playing FIFA a lot with him because that's what he likes games, but he's not like, let's play the newest game that comes out. But
yeah.
But I have been playing Quantum Break.
Oh, I haven't played it yet. We did talk a little bit about it, didn't we?
Yeah, because I got it the day after we did the thing. It's all right. It's a game. It has some very good ideas. It's like everyone's bitching and moaning like, it can't decide if it's a TV show or a game or whatever. I quite like that. I thought it was quite. It breaks up the gameplay, but because the gameplay is so monotonous and boring, it's a welcome break for me. I'm not, like you were saying with the LAN play, I would not be able to sit down and play the same game for like 6 hours.
No, yeah, I was all over the place at that party, switching to stuff.
Yeah, but there's I think there's 4 chapters, maybe 5, I can't remember now. It was like a week ago. Got dementia, but it like breaks it up. So after every act you play, there's a choice at the end of it, and then whatever choice you do moulds the story that you do, and I'm pretty sure it ends the same way. I didn't play through it again. I could have, because you could have done the other paths and stuff. The thing I did like about it is there's no, like, even though it's a choice, it's not like good or bad. It's very grey, because you don't know what's going to happen, and there's pros and cons to both, and I did quite enjoy that. But yeah, it's a cover-based shooter with time mechanics. It's cool.
What's the ratio of like TV part to gameplay?
So each act, they get longer as they go along because there's more stuff to do, more stuff to find. But each act probably took me about just over an hour, and then the TV show's about 20 minutes, half an hour.
Oh, right.
So I quite like that, and everyone was saying, "Oh, it doesn't feel real. It feels like a shitey Netflix show." I quite liked it. You know, some of the acting was good. The thing that I didn't like about it, and it crosses over. So like when you start an act, something's happened in the previous like TV show part, I guess, and then in the game you go off and do your own thing as you would, and then in the next one it kind of crosses paths, and you get to see the same thing again that you've done, but from a different perspective, from a different person.
Oh, so they're kind of unconnected from each other.
No, they are connected.
No, I mean like the main character from the game isn't part of that TV part.
Not really. No, he plays very small parts in the TV part. This is what I didn't like. The main character, good actor, quite good voiceover, you know, that kind of shit. Decent graphics, they're all right. The thing that I didn't like was one of the side characters who has a wife, and it kind of shows him in the first TV show. He was more of a badass than the main character was, and I wanted to play as him. And I think that was his kind of downfall for me, where you don't want to be the main character, you want to be a side character, because he was cool.
Not the guy who plays Littlefinger in Game of Thrones.
He was cool. Very, very good actor. He's probably the most believable person out of all of it, apart from the I can't remember his name, but the big black guy. He was very menacing. He was quite intimidating at points.
Yeah, you see him in a lot of TV anyway. I don't know the name of the actor, but
I didn't think it was like, they've obviously put a decent amount of money into it, but the main thing everyone was bitching about, saying it felt poor and like underdeveloped, and I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that I think other games are going to start experimenting with, and it's something that's very welcome for me, I think.
Yeah, I want to give it a try.
I'd recommend it. I'd definitely recommend it. As I say, like, it's a nice break up, like, pace.
I watched some gameplay and showing some of the powers off, but one of the powers is called Time Shield, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is it called a Time Shield?
So basically, like every shooting game, the screen goes red when you're nearly close to dying. You press B, and then you have a shield, and then your health just regenerates quicker, pretty much.
It's got nothing to do with time, it's just a shield.
Well, there's like... It's not really... Like, the coolest parts of it are like... You do that. This is what annoyed me actually about it, is there's platforming elements. In no way, shape or form should it have been a platforming game.
The controls aren't suited to it.
Absolutely, very sticky, very clunker, and it's barely really a cover shooter, because you kind of snap into cover. You don't like press a button. You know, like Division. You don't do that. As soon as you get near cover, you just kind of crouches, but your head still pops out and gets shot at. Yeah. And again, AI can pick you out from 100 miles away. Character models are very similar. You know, you've got the normal soldier, and then you've got the soldier with a shotgun, and you've got the big soldier.
Do they all wear masks soldier as well?
There's cool little bits like where time collapses in it, and there's like parts of scenery that there's like big set pieces. Parts of scenery falls down, then it like glitches back up, and then you have to use a time stop thing to be able to move through it to platform again. But the coolest part was where you like rewind time, and then you have to use one of your powers in order to get to the next stage. So for instance, there's this one part where you're just running along these rooftops and the roof caves in. So you have to go back round, use it so it rewinds time, and then time stop it to run over it in time, and then like sprint across, and then there's a quick sprint.
Can you use them in combat? The rewind?
You can't use the rewind. That's what's annoying.
Oh, really?
I thought that kind of like Prince of Persia would have been cool. But no, you can't really use that.
You can use the stop though.
Yeah, you can use the stop, but it kind of just it puts like this big bubble around them, and then you just drill the bubble, and then when it caves in, there's just thousands of bullets that go through them. The one that I used the most was the dash. So like you dash really quickly around someone, and it kind of pauses time quickly, and then when you aim your gun, it slows down time so you can just get a load of headshots in. But yeah, it's a bit clunky. I think if they make a sequel, it'd be much better. But I definitely recommend playing it.
Yeah, if it gets greenlit for a sequel.
Yeah, I liked it anyway. But, so what you been playing, mate?
The thing I played the most last week was Xcom 2. I bought that when it came out because I was going to review it, and it pissed me off, so I didn't in the end. And then I thought, well, I've upgraded the PC. Let's try it again because I really liked the first one, and it pissed me off again. I stopped playing it.
Why did it piss you off?
I don't know if I was just lucky with the first XCOM, but the you know when you go to attack an enemy, it's like, oh, you've got 86% chance to hit, that kind of thing. I was never unlucky with that, really. If it was an 86% chance or something, I'd hit most of the time. Fair enough, missing once or twice. But in this, it's just been ridiculous. Like you've played the first one, haven't you?
Yeah,
you've not played the second.
one.
But in the second one, there's people with like a shotgun and a sword, and you can run up and slash someone. And I had like an 87% chance to hit something, and so I did it. Missed. I loaded the game. Missed again. Loaded it again. Missed. It was 4 times I loaded the game and it missed all times.
An 87% chance.
Either there's something in place that guarantees you missed that, or something. I don't know, but I didn't bother loading again to see if I actually eventually hit.
Oh,
but
okay.
it just seems very unbalanced in your favour. Like there's enemies have like these shock troopers who can run and stab you with it's like a taser sword thing, and it can knock you out in one hit, not kill you. But the problem is, once the character's knocked out, I don't think they wake up naturally. Because I was just skipping turns to see if they woke up, and they didn't. Right. And if you don't carry them to the extraction point, they're left behind and they die. And on the one that made me just go, no, I'm done, they knocked out both of my medics, and they had things that could revive people who were unconscious. So I was just left with a sniper and a heavy machine gunner. And I pretty much cleared out the area, and then I got right near the extraction point, and like 5 more enemies appeared. And again, all the bullshit of I had like 87% missing, but they were nailing me from across the map. And those fuckers with the stun lances, they can literally run across the whole map and hit you as well. And there doesn't... Probably when you get later on, you can upgrade your armour and stuff like that, but it just feels like you just get fucking punished in the early game. I've never got past that point.
How long did you play for?
I think there was 10 hours on the timer on that thing. But there's just...
I've got to say, I played Xcom 1 for probably about the same time as you, and for the same reason, I got annoyed.
Yeah.
Because, I understand, it's kind of permadeath and you're meant to, like, just get the next new soldier and upgrade them and that, but you get attached to them, don't you? You give them names and stuff, and I don't like the fact that you leave someone behind, you're like, I've spent so much fucking money on them.
Yeah. Even if I did take out those 5 enemies, I'd still have to run all the way back to the other end of the map, pick them up, go all the way back, and then by that time, another dropship's probably landed and spawned more in, and they just weren't waking up.
If it was on like a 3-turn timer when they'd wake up naturally, that'd be...
Yeah, that's another thing I didn't like it. Most of the missions have a turn limit. Like, you start each mission in stealth. Well, not every single one, but most of them.
Oh, yeah, I remember reading about that.
And you have like 8 turns until this device you need to get blows up. And you think, why would the aliens set their own equipment to blow up when they don't know you're there? And you, as well, what usually happens is you have like 2 turns left before it blows up, and you usually just have to send a guy running through all the enemies to disarm it and sacrifice him.
Yeah.
It just seems... There's mods to increase the turns or get rid of it completely. But the missions where there isn't turn limits are so much more enjoyable because you can set up ambushes in stealth and
play it
stuff
how
like
it's meant to be played, really,
And that the turn limit defeats the whole point of. Fair enough if the turn limit started once you broke stealth.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just don't get the idea of
why they would say it to explode when they're near it as well. Did you ever see it when it exploded, or
no? To be fair, I didn't never fucked to it.
But it makes you panic, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you end up making mistakes and
stupid decisions.
You get like the aliens just seem to be able to move a lot further and attack as well than you do, and some of the moves they're able to do, like there's one that binds they basically bear hug. It's like a snake creature, and they take damage every turn. And naturally, like you try and shoot the snake, miss, and they die. Poison as well, and there's just not enough medikits to go around. And if you take in the early game, like taking 2 damage means that soldier's gravely wounded and is out of action for like half a month or something. Even if you heal them in the mission with a medikit. So then you're left with a load of rookies who panic.
I quite like that mechanic though.
I like the panic thing, yeah.
Especially if they're not veterans, you know. They only, when they get hurt or something, they panic and run away. I like that, but it would be annoying.
Yeah, especially when you've, all your best soldiers are in the hospital, basically, and then you've got to send 4 barely trained soldiers against like robot snakes and... I'll probably give it a try again at some point, but this was on just the normal difficulty as well.
Not hard or anything.
No, not easy though.
I've got to say, I did have XCOM on normal and I could not get past this one level. So I did put it down to easy, like a pansy I am. And even then, it was still fucking hard. It is very relentlessly brutal. But,
it wasn't one of them ones where there's them like walker things that turn people into zombies, is it? And you have to rescue a certain amount. Yeah.
Yes.
They were fucking well hardened.
There was this one mission where you have to go onto a boat, set a timer to explode, and then run away and get everyone to the extraction. But everyone's still drilling you, and then as soon as you take out the area, more spawning, like you were saying. And I set up this nice little perimeter around where this woman could just run in, turn it on, and then as soon as she turned it on, very low health, somebody dropped in right next to her, like this little spider thing. And it was just like, and again, I'll reload, start again, put him closer, put him in different positions, put a different person up there. And it just pissed me off to the point where,
I reloaded a few missions at certain points, and I just felt like there was nothing I could do. Like, no matter what I did, they'd just pull some bullshit out of the bag and take me down.
Yeah, it's very much against you, isn't it?
And there's a problem I had as well. Like, say it's your last soldier's turn. You move forward and you find some aliens, they move to get into cover, and then it'll be their turn, and then they'll move again and get to attack you, and it's like, well, they've got basically an extra movement thing, and it can really fuck you up.
It's piled against you, really, isn't it? Yeah.
I get, because in XCOM 2, you are a guerrilla kind of force, and the aliens have won, so I get why it's harder, because you're meant to feel like you're the last battalion.
Yeah.
But not got the patience for it.
No. 10 hours is a good, like you say, you probably will come back to it, but
it's coming to consoles actually. I don't.
Oh really?
Yeah. But the reason they didn't bring it to consoles initially is because the Enemy Unknown didn't sell well on the 360 and PS3.
Oh right, I thought you meant on PC.
No,
really?
No, it sold best on PC.
I was gonna say.
But I've got it on both 360 and PS3. But it does run like turd on both of them.
Yeah, console's not really a place for...
I'll probably give it a go when it comes on consoles, just out of curiosity. And they might have fixed some things by then.
Is there like a release date?
I don't know. I just heard it's going to console. I didn't look.
You've been playing Overwatch anyway, haven't you?
Yeah. A lot of it. That was the other thing I was going to talk about.
How was it?
That quick thoughts video I did was quite positive, and my opinion's gone down a little bit after putting even more time into it. Have you played any?
No, this is what... because obviously I rent games. You've got it on PS4?
No, PC.
PC, right. Okay, I was going to say, would you recommend it on PS4 or whatever?
I played the beta on the console. It worked fine.
is that on Xbox?
PS. I think I played on both actually, from what I remember. I just tried it on both.
That's what I was going to say. If you played it on both, which one would you recommend it for?
They both work fine.
Okay.
I didn't notice any slowdown or anything.
There's obviously been a huge, big push for Overwatch Blizzard. Oh my god, this is the best shooting game ever, or whatever. But is it good?
Yeah, it's well designed in a way. Like I said, I still respect it for just throwing kill death ratio out the window and just saying play as a team and we'll reward you for that. But there's some real balancing problems in that game, really bad. I think I said in the video, McCree and May especially seem vastly overpowered. I mean, with McCree, if you're one-on-one with anyone, you just throw a flash bomb down and uses Fan the Hammer, which is basically just shoots all 6 bullets at his revolver like a machine gun and they're dead.
Yeah.
Anyone. And May can freeze people solid and then just stand there and kill them.
Yeah.
And she can go into like an ice shield heal. And so if you're like, someone gets you down to 1 health, just quickly press the shield button. She gets into a shield and it takes a few seconds. She's just solid. And then your team can come and just wipe out whoever's trying to kill you. And you can make a quick getaway. Yeah. And there's things like, I mean, I don't know what rank I am on it now, but when I was ranked 15, I was like, the only option at the minute is quick play. And it says, we'll put you in a quick game with people of your skill level. Now, bear in mind, I'm ranked 15. I'm getting put in games with people of like rank 87 and stuff like that. And these people are insane at the game. And that's what puzzles me as well. The game's been... People have been able to play it for like 2 years before it came out, like because there was alphas and stuff like that. And it baffles me that they've not balanced it properly in that time still.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With any like... I mean, how big is it? Like 24 characters?
25, I think.
25. With people like that are going to be some balancing issues because you've got so many people to compete with. But as you say, if it's been an alpha for a long time, they should have, pros and cons to everything. But is there a con to McCready at all, or May?
Well, they're low health, but the problem is if you get close to McCree, you're done. And May, it's the same thing if you're close to her. Like, there's ways to take them out, but they feel vastly more useful. And I don't know. The thing is, McCree is great for getting kills, but the game doesn't really reward... Well, it does reward you for getting kills, but it's just annoying, you know what I mean? When you join a game and someone's playing McCree on the other team, and you think, well, then they're probably not that good at the game. They're just being the fucking cheesy arsehole character just to feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say something about the ranking. That's it. Rank 87, right? This was probably 3 days after it came out. Like, they must have put in some serious time, like never slept kind of.
Yeah.
Rankings. People on that game are far too good.
Is there a level cap?
I don't think so, no. But it really, after about rank 20, it really slows down. Like and the loot boxes as well, like they can get in the sea. But I said I don't care about skins and that. It doesn't matter to me. But every single one I've got from ranking up is just crap, like sprays and logos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's blatantly there to me going, maybe if you buy some. But at the LAN, Jack, Dave and Tom all bought 50 of them for 30 quid. A majority of them was just because you can get duplicates as well.
What's that?
Like a spray you've already got.
Oh,
and
right.
You get like credits back for it, which you can use in the shop, but you don't get much. So most of the stuff they were getting was just crap.
30 quid.
Yeah,
as well.
I was like, what you could have got for 30 quid.
Yeah. Could have basically bought the game, which is ridiculous. It's not pay to win though, is it? You don't get weapons.
There's nothing
like
that gives you an advantage.
I quite like that then.
Yeah, I don't mind that they're there, but it's really sort of psychologically manipulative. You know what I mean? If you're into that stuff. But I suppose all microtransactions are.
Do you get any like special weapons or like armor in the loot boxes, or
Yeah, the skins change the look of your weapon.
but it's not as in changes the power.
No,
the range,
nothing like
that. No, right, okay. Well, that's good for people that want to do that, but I guess as you say, it's still annoying.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I mean, it's still. I think the content's a bit lacking as well. I mean, I might be wrong. I can't remember. I was right in the video because I know I looked it up, but I can't remember how many maps I said. But they're well designed maps. You know, there's all sorts of different routes you can take. I think it can sometimes be a bit easy to get behind another team.
What, as in like go around the map? Right, okay.
But maybe that's just a hole in their defence that you've exploited because they're not covering all the entrances. But it seems to happen a lot. Oh, yeah, that's it. There seems to... I know I said it again, I'm kind of repeating myself, but I swear there's something in place that just makes games really tight. Because it does feel like 9 out of 10 games I'm playing go into overtime. And there's a lot of games as well where you're getting stomped the whole game, and then all of a sudden, right at the end, you bring it back and win.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like I've done anything.
Yeah.
It just feels like I've gained my ultimate quicker and my shots do more damage or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's quite generous with your accuracy. Like there's times when I've aimed to shoot at someone and I thought, well, that should have missed.
Yeah.
And it's hit. So I think that's to keep it more accessible, I suppose.
Makes it more exciting as well, yeah.
But yeah, it feels like you're either getting destroyed or you're destroying. There's parts of games where it feels like you're at a stalemate, but it quickly gets reversed and it feels like, the FIFA thing.
Yeah.
Where a switch has been pulled and it's like...
all of a sudden you lose.
Yeah.
I will say that actually. Yeah, been playing FIFA a lot. And me and Freddie take it in turns to play. And he was winning 3-0 in 20 minutes. He lost 6-3 by the end of the game. They scored 6 goals. I know 20 minutes is very quick, but that's dominating in 20 minutes. And then, as you say, 25 minutes later, bang, it was 3-0. And then he scored another 3 goals. Yeah. Like you say, it's just a switch.
Because it was free on the access. I downloaded FIFA 16 and I played one game online and I thought, no, I'm alright. But again, in that... I can't remember the name of the player, but he was a very, very fast striker, right? And obviously this defender wasn't very quick, but he was outpacing him every time.
Yeah.
And I thought, how is this happening?
That's something that they said they had fixed in the when they do the trailer like they have done for FIFA 17, and they say, active intelligence system or whatever. It's the same thing that they said. If somebody is quick, they will be much quicker than the others, but the defenders will have a chance to be able to get back at them. And it's like, well, that chance is far too good for them, isn't it, to be able to get back?
And that shouldn't happen anyway. The defender should mark.
Yeah.
That's another thing that pisses me off about FIFA. There's always seems to be a gap in your defence because you're relying on the AI a lot, aren't you, when you're defending?
Yeah.
And there's always a gap, and there's nothing. It feels like there's nothing you can do.
There's a lot of things. Have you seen the FIFA 17? I know we're going to talk about this another day, but I'll just quickly mention this. So the story mode looks good.
Yeah, it's a shame you can't make your own character with that.
But I'm happy in the fact that that's the first step they're taking into career mode. So I'm all right with that. And being, what's his name, Alex Hunter or something.
Yeah,
Alex.
that was so cringy when he came on stage.
My God, I just wanted to fucking shit in my hands and clap. That was so horrible. No, it looks all right, but as it says, like, there's this new thing where they treat space differently as opposed to running towards goal, and it's the same as what they've said in the previous years, and you've got 360 dribbling. It's all a load of bollocks. You just need to play it to be able to see it. But yeah, it looks all right, I guess. Ultimate Team is still their number one priority because, I mean...
those microtransactions make bare dollar.
KSI, I've seen him buy, because when he opens his packs, it's quite funny, and I've seen him, and he gets 3 lots of FIFA points at one go, and he buys the highest amount, £80. So he's spending you know, like 200-300 quid basically each time he does it. That might not be the ones he hasn't filmed, you know.
Yeah.
He might have spent more then. But he just spent 200 quid, threw that away straight away, and that's fucking good money for EA, for FIFA. And
Well, there was nothing of note in the packs.
no,
Yeah.
hardly ever. Again, like you were saying, pack stuff. Me and Freddie got like an Amazon voucher at work, and we bought like 15 quid's worth of FIFA points. Opened 2 packs, that was all it was. Both full of shit, sold everyone. Got barely any money for it. Nothing that was of merit, you know. So
What they need to fix in 17, you know, when you pass and your player doesn't run towards it,
yeah,
that fucking infuriates me.
they just stand there waiting for it, and,
And
the
then the
defender comes around and picks it
Yeah.
up and fucks off. This FIFA crosses absolutely shite. There is no point in crossing the ball because the
Oh, it's
keeper's always
16.
there.
Yeah.
Corners, the keeper.
How do you win
always
headers
there.
in FIFA as well? Like, I've never figured.
Well, you kind of have to. I've kind of figured it out a little bit. You have to have a strong player who's kind of tall, really, most of the time. But you have to kind of wiggle your way in front of them and then push them back in order for it to come to you.
Right.
So don't look at where it's landing, look behind it, kind of thing.
Okay. It feels like a dice roll most of the time to me.
It is like you could play with Peter Crouch against Messi and he'll win it sometimes just because FIFA says, you know. But what was it? Oh yeah, so they've got this new set piece thing, haven't they? Thank fucking God that's coming, because free kicks have been super hard for ages in real life. Yes, they are hard, but in order to have fun, you want to do those things. You want to
sick
score
stuff.
outrageous goals,
Yeah.
don't you? But
That's what's good about the new Pro Evo. I've not played much of it. I just played the demo, but it's quite easy to do. Sorry, I mean
16.
PES 16.
Oh,
yeah,
right, got
yeah. It's really easy to do good stuff, and players, like key players, I forgot the name of the Bayern Munich player, but he plays like he does in real life in the
Yes.
game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I will say, Pro Evo, because I bought Pro Evo and I've got.
Oh,
FIFA.
16.
Yeah, I bought it and then
I've been
got my
debating whether to get the Euro one.
I might rent it
Because it's only
I
like
don't-
15 quid.
Oh, is it? I thought it was like 25.
No,
Okay.
I saw it in Asda.
Okay. It might be worth it then, 50 quid. But PES, I will say, is an infinitely better game than FIFA. I just can't get by the licensing.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Man Red and Man Blue, like.
Full kit
can't.
wank is the game, innit? FIFA.
Yeah. It really, really is. But FIFA's fun, you know, it is a party game. It is fun still to play. But, you know, if you are playing it for, like, I could play PES for 3 hours straight, you know, because it's fun and it's good to play, and you feel like if you've made a mistake, it is definitely your fault.
Yeah.
You know, if you conceded a goal, if you scored a goal, you feel like you've worked hard for it. Whereas FIFA, it's just like, fuck it, you're going to concede now.
Yeah.
So,
Someone behind the scenes is just pulling that switch. Yeah, especially, there's some, like, if you go on YouTube and look at some videos of people playing Ultimate Team online, there's some outrageous, like, turns of fortune.
and it's one thing I've noticed, because I've been playing Ultimate Team with my mate's team. You look at someone like Cavani, right? He's 85 rated, he's got a certain amount of shooting, passing speed or whatever. The game only ever relies on pace and dribbling. If you have like 90-ish pace, 90-ish dribbling, you can take on the whole team and rip everyone. You can score even if you've got a shit shooting. Like, it's getting into the position to score rather than being a good enough player to think, or a veteran player to go, well, I know this keeper's shit to be able to put it there or whatever, you know, like a normal player would.
Yeah.
And that's what FIFA always strides itself on. It's the new football simulator game, isn't it? But it's a load of bollocks.
I was going to say, FIFA, when you play it, it just feels like a highlight reel, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like watching football highlights rather than an actual game. But
Whereas PES does feel like a game.
yeah.
But if PES got through the licensing, because they have the Champions League and that's great, you know, FIFA doesn't have that. If they got the full licensing of the Premier League and other teams, you know, they've got some of...
They've got the Champions League license.
Yeah.
So that means we'll see Leicester in the next PES full kit.
Yeah, no, you don't... I think they've got the kits, but they don't have the badges,
names.
and they don't have the names.
Oh, okay.
So you still see like the sponsor.
So it'd be like Wayme Barder.
Yeah. no, they still have Jamie Vardy, but
right.
it'd be like like Blue Fox or something like that instead. Like I think I played for Norwich once and it was like Yellow Birds or something like that. It's ridiculous how they have to get around it, but Yeah, if they got full licensing, I think that's when it would turn the tide on FIFA.
I bet that license costs a shitload of money though, doesn't it?
To keep to keep against FIFA, yeah, the Champions one.
Well, they've got the Euro license, obviously. That's the one that fucking made the game.
That's probably why. Oh, look at us, look, we've got this. Fuck you, FIFA. But fuck Konami anyway.
Yeah, it's a shame it's made by them, isn't it? You feel dirty buying it.
I feel like a fascist.
But then again, EA aren't really much better.
Yeah, although I got to admit, again, we'll talk about it another day, but EA Play, I did quite enjoy that. That was probably one of the fewer conferences I enjoyed. I probably enjoyed that more than the Microsoft one.
Really?
Yeah, the EA one.
I hated EA's and what was the Bethesda's? I thought was boring.
Dishonored's the only thing I really didn't like about that, but that was another day anyway. Other game, I have not played Doom since.
Oh, you're not finished
it? Still not finished it, no. I like it, but it's just like, I can't bother to play it, you know. But what I have been playing is Lego Marvel Avengers.
Right.
Played 3 hours and gave it back.
Is it like every other Lego game?
I quite like Lego games.
Yeah, I did.
Is it because you got too much of them?
Well,
there's too many.
No, they're all that, and they're all the same.
Yeah, it's just put these blocks together and kill these people. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's quite nice to just kind of switch off. But I'd like I never played Batman 3. You know, it's like behind Gotham or whatever. There's going to be an original storyline. And same with Lego Marvel Superheroes original storyline. I like that.
The Lego Marvel one was good because you could fly around the city and all of that.
But the Avengers one is literally just playing the Avengers and Age of Ultron.
Oh, is it? There's no free roam around the city.
I thought maybe it's just going to do the stories that it's going to do, or like loosely, so you get to fight Thanos and shit like that. But you're going through the same set pieces as you did in the film, and it was what I liked about Star Wars and the old ones is there wasn't the voice acting, and it was just like everything was portrayed through looks and the acting
and grumbles.
Yeah, and I enjoyed that. That made it more fun. It made it funny at points, you know. But whereas this one, it has the full cast. It has like Thor and you know, Chris Evans.
Just take the audio taken from the film, innit? I remember.
Pretty much. Yeah. And that just pissed me off. Just got annoyed and went, nah. Not playing anymore.
I do like the look of the Star Wars one that's coming out, Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, I've got that on the list. Yeah,
that looks quite good. It's absolutely actually, isn't it? And I like Lego Lord of the Rings.
Yes,
that was good.
I haven't played The Hobbit though.
I think when did I get? It was the kind of Harry Potter and the Indiana Jones ones.
Where you went off them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Indiana Jones one.
That was just because people like Indiana Jones, let's make a Lego one. There's no real reason to make one. I could understand Harry Potter. But...
Yeah. I've got Harry Potter Lego in the attic somewhere. And there's loads of Star Wars.
Yeah. The Star Wars one does work very well in the Lego universe though. And I've got to say the Marvel superhero ones work well. And the DC ones do, but the film one doesn't. So I'm looking forward to Force Awakens because there's some cool characters in there, like Kylo Ren and Finn and stuff, but do I really want to... Is it just going to be...
It's a rental, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. What else have I been playing? Oh, I installed The Amazing Spider-Man 2 yesterday, and I actually uninstalled it this morning. I played one mission. And I actually looked at my log time. I'd played 1 hour 31 minutes and I uninstalled it. It's the best way I'd describe it is imagine me and you trying to make a Batman Arkham City game.
Yeah.
But for Spider-Man.
They just copied the mechanics. Yeah.
It's literally down to the T. You've got a free open world. The web slinging's quite cool, I guess. But the main thing is, you know, you get into the fighting, you've got the dodge mechanic, you know, and then you've got the stealth bits, which are piss poor.
Yeah, has it got the
awful.
Grapple up to a gargoyle when you're safe?
Apart from, instead of a gargoyle, it's a... Well, the mission that I played, they were like big tubes that run along the ceiling. That was it.
Yeah.
And the camera angle's shit, and when you go inside, it feels really, like, light. Because, like, outside, you're super quick. and then inside it just feels like you run on a wall and you're like, I want to go through the door. And you're just like running off on the other side of the fucking building. But
yeah. Funny you should mention it. They announced a Spider-Man game at Sony's conference, which is the one you've not seen yet. No?
oh,
Just
is it for Homecoming?
no.
okay.
It might be, but it just said Spider-Man at the end of it. Yeah, there was no subtitle.
There was no gameplay. No
Yeah,
trailer.
there was.
Oh,
there was
gameplay.
gameplay.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
it was a gameplay trailer. It looked quite. I bet they were going. Look, everyone likes Spider-Man too. Let's just do that again.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they tried to do with this one, but it just didn't work very well.
But the thing is, the Arkham games. Let's be real. They were all shy after Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum, yeah, absolutely. Arkham Asylum. It was just the fact that like it was the first good Batman game. That was the best thing about it. But it had so many different things, like the Scarecrow parts, you know, and then it had like all the collectibles. But it was, instead of, I'll go and find, like in Assassin's Creed, you find the flags or you find the feathers and stuff. It was you
The
have
open-
to solve a riddle rather.
The open world, I don't think added anything
No,
to those games at all.
all about the Batmobile. Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh fuck it.
Arkham City
Knight.
story was good. I quite like the city
Arkham
story.
City story.
Yeah.
Oh, the story.
With the
Sorry.
Joker. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, some parts of what was the last one called? Arkham.
Knight.
Yeah, some parts of it were cool. You know, like with the Joker, that was cool.
When he's hallucinating. That was another one. I'd like XCOM. I bought Arkham Knight as a review, and I got a few hours in. And I thought, I can't do this anymore. And played something else.
Yeah, it's a bit shit, but
I think Arkham. What was my biggest problem with the tanking stuff was fucking dog in the Batmobile. But again, like the stealth had nothing new. It was still terrible. Same kind of enemies, the ones with the knives who you have to dodge.
yeah, it's all the same bollocks, really, isn't it? But yeah, definitely. Have you seen the new HD thing?
Yeah, it looks worse than
And
the
everyone's
original.
bitching about it, yeah, it looks worse. It's just we've had volumetric lighting. Ooh, fucking hell! Just remaster it.
So yeah, it's like the Skyrim. Actually, the Skyrim remaster.
That looks very good.
Yeah, and I imagine that's just there so you can go, well, we can put Skyrim mods on the console version, which is fine.
I've not played any Fallout 4 mods yet.
Oh, you've got it on Xbox One? Yeah, I've got it on PS4. They're bringing it to PS4 soon.
Yeah, because it came out on Xbox One first, didn't it? Yeah, I've not played any of them yet, but I haven't got my copy back from my mate yet, but I'll get that back soon.
Yeah. I think the most popular one's lightsabers.
Yeah,
Right.
I can imagine that's... Can you still have, like, you know, like invulnerability and stuff so you can just faff about?
I bet there's something like that, yeah. It'll
'Cause I
turn
know-
off achievements, though, I bet.
Yeah, because I think you can only download them up to 2 gigabytes at a time, I think, or something, or as a whole mod.
And
it
obviously
starts a
there's
whole
no
new save.
Yeah, and obviously there's no graphics mods or anything like that.
Yeah.
But there's unofficial patches and stuff like that you can get.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which is cool.
Doing stuff like what?
Well, stuff like improving the performance and removing bugs.
Oh, right, okay.
Because there's loads for Skyrim, actually. Unofficial bug fixes and stuff like that.
I can't believe people put like that amount of time and effort into it.
It's embarrassing, really, that they're relying on other people to fix the game for them.
But they did. It's not as if they don't notice it.
Yeah.
Like, look at Doom. You know, they took the glory kill thing, didn't they, from a mod and stuff like that. But
Yeah, I just hope with this, because the ones I've got installed on my PC version of Skyrim aren't any graphics mods or anything like that, but there's things like cloaks, immersive armour and immersive weapons. They just add like kind of a load of new armours and weapons to the game.
Yeah.
I hope that stuff's in there
yeah,
for PS4.
I know they said something about friendly dragons. I don't know. If that's
Yeah,
in
that
mod
was
or
in the
not,
trailer,
but-
yeah. There's, it'd be great. Oh no, I bet they can't do it. The Macho Man Randy Savage Dragon mod on console, because there's loads of copyright stuff there, ain't there?
I have seen that. It looks really funny, and the death clause as well in Fallout. Yeah.
No, that's. I suppose it's hard to put down something like that on PC, isn't it? Because it would just get shared all over the place anyway. Whereas
Same with Thomas Tank Engine, isn't it?
No, it's a shame you won't see something like that on the console version,
But
unless they buy like the Macho Man license for it.
Just for the next Skyrim, they can put it in whatever the next Elder Scrolls game will be. Oh, talk about that at E3 again in the next one. It's annoying because I've got all these things like I want to say. It's like, what about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, once you've watched the Sony one, we can record another one about E3 because that'll probably be long.
Yeah,
going for everyone's thing.
Yeah,
there is. I don't know how to say it. I played. Oh, you haven't seen at Sony's press conference? They announced the Resident Evil 7 demo, and I've just been playing a bit of that.
Oh, is it already released?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sounds good. You've heard of PT?
Yes.
They've just tried to make that lightning strike twice.
Is it first person?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so they're changing its genre again.
No doubt, it's scary, but it feels very cynical. And it's just a standard walking around a house, haunted house, sorry.
Obviously.
In first person walking simulator, and they said they were going back to the roots, and I thought, oh, cool. Collecting ammo.
Yeah.
Managing your resources, puzzles. I wasn't really expecting this, though it will be better than Resident Evil 6, so at least that's something. I don't know. I mean, it could be the PT kind of thing, because I know at the end of PT it says, this is just a teaser, the game's going to be nothing like this.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the case with Resident Evil, but
yeah,
I haven't finished it yet, but I'm not impressed.
Is it jump scares, or is it genuinely like, fuck a dog, that's scary?
Yeah, there's not really jump scares. It does do it well that you think something's going to happen and then it doesn't,
Yeah.
It leaves it to your imagination a bit.
So that's psychological. Right, okay.
There is, like I said, I'm not finished it yet, so I don't know if it gets any weirder or anything like that, but yeah, I mean, if it was called anything else, people would be a lot kinder to it, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think they're just trying to smudge the Resident Evil license a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them for changing the direction. I just don't think this... Again, we don't know what the game's like, but apparently it's fully playable in PSVR, so I imagine it's all going to be first person, the game.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Which is different, but do you get a gun at any point?
Well, no, I haven't yet. I don't think you do, though. I think it is just walk around this house, find these items and that. Which
I guess that's kind of going to its roots, really.
Yeah,
do that a lot.
But it doesn't seem like there's any inventory management or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's disappointing, really.
Maybe they're just meant to scare people again, rather than, as you were saying, like...
Yeah, I don't think... like, Resident Evil 1 isn't scary now, nor is 2.
But it was at the time.
3 it is, actually. Yeah, I know. Yeah, at the time, yeah. But I don't think that kind of... I'm going to use a wanky kind of word, but design philosophy would be scary now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. A wanky kind of word.
But I'm looking at the Resident Evil 2 remakes next year, I think. But they didn't show anything, which was a shame.
Right, okay. Yeah, I need to watch the Sony one. I've got to admit, though, with most of it, I've just skipped it. I've just been like, that looks shit. I ain't bothered about that.
Yeah, I've done that for a lot of games. There was quite a few in the Sony conference, so I was like, yeah, I'll just scrub through this. Yeah. Like that Horizon Zero Dawn, I don't really...
Is that the dinosaur robot kind of Far Cry kind of CG... What's the... Ooh! CD Projekt Red. They're meant to be... showcase more of that cyberpunk game.
No, they didn't. They announced Gwent on phones and stuff.
Gwent is on phones?
Well, will be soon.
Oh, I like Gwent, so I'm fucking doing that.
Yeah.
Gwent?
I don't, but...
Did you not like Gwent?
No.
I spent, like, a good couple of hours searching for the best cards to play.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Gwent.
I probably should get into it, but when I see a card game in a game, it reminds me of the one from Final Fantasy IX. And they fucking make you enter a tournament in the story in that game, and I was like, no, I don't want to play fucking drum. Yeah, and obviously, like, at that point, I have no good cards anyway, because I didn't bother playing the game throughout the game. So I was just getting destroyed. And I was 8 when I did that, and I was just like, yeah, slam that card down there. I don't want to fuck it. And somehow I won it.
Oh, I want to know when that comes out now.
I don't think it's long. They've added... Well, I can't say because I don't play the normal Gwent, but they seem like they've added stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like once you've got a certain amount of cards, or like in particular, I played with Novigrad, I think. And then if you've got the spy cards, because there's like 4 spy cards, as soon as you've got that, you've won.
Yeah, I did. I have been playing The Witcher recently, obviously, because we've already talked about it, but I've just done that bit, you know, where you're at the wedding. Oh no, you haven't got Hearts of Stone, have you?
No.
Oh, there's a bit in Hearts of Stone where you have to play Gwent.
Right, okay. Is it not interesting you at all?
Hearts of Stone's really good, but obviously the bit where you have to play Gwent can kiss my teeth. It is only one match you have to play. Yeah, shit. I have got a physical Gwent deck because I got it with.
Really?
I bought Blood and Wine. The expansion is £17 digitally, and in game they've got it in like a box with a Gwent deck and a code for the game. So I thought for £3, I might as well get the. So I bought that.
That sounds cool.
You can do it with Hearts of Stone as well, but Hearts of Stone it cost me £7.
I definitely think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all these other shite games that I want to play out of the way, like Dying Light. I'm not bothered about it. I just want to. Let's see what all the fuss was about, and then we'll get on with it. And then I'm going to go back to The Witcher 3 and just cream all over it again. So.
Do the DLCs.
Yeah.
I don't know when to do Blood and Wine because I'm near the end of the game now, the main story anyway. I don't know if to do Blood and Wine after or do it before. What,
you can download the free mod through Steam Workshop, but you need Tabletop Simulator to play.
Oh no, yeah, you can play it on Tabletop Simulator, but there is an actual official Gwent
coming to a mobile.
Yeah, I didn't.
Was it in the Sony one?
No, I don't think it was. I think it was Microsoft.
Maybe I scrubbed over.
It's coming to Windows 10 and Microsoft devices first, I think.
Oh god, they're such fannies about everything. Their phones are shit. Just let it be. Give it to the iOS. Come on.
No, it is coming. It is coming to everything else after.
Yeah.
You know, Microsoft obviously fucking slipped up.
I couldn't find anything. That was annoying. I love Gwent. It's fucking sick.
I should get into it.
Like, I was the same as you for ages. I was like, why the fuck would I want to play a card game in a third-person fucking fantasy hack and slash kind of game? And then I was just like, oh, fuck it, I'll play this one game. Oh, I won. That was alright, wasn't it? Yeah, that was cool. Oh, I'll get that next card. Oh, wow, that card was shit. Well, what about this card? Oh my god, and 4 hours later, I was just like, I'm the best fucking Gwent player ever. But I didn't like doubt. As soon as I'd like mastered one thing, I'd just fucking wipe the floor with everyone. So
I know
but
everyone just says play the Temerian army in Gwent.
Maybe it was Temerian then. I couldn't remember. I know there was 3, but or maybe 4, because there was the monsters, which are the only thing that it's good at is if you're playing against someone who doesn't have many cards, because all you do is you put like one monster card down and it spawns like 8 other cards, and then you just like pwn. So
it's quite cool though that in a game with all this stuff to explore, the awesome story choices and
side quests,
Gwent's like the most popular part of it.
I guess it's just a mini side game, isn't it? But
yeah, I've played another game that's walking through a haunted house. Walking simulator kind of thing, but it's a lot better than Resident Evil 7's demo.
What's that called?
It's called Anatomy, and you can't get it on Steam or out like that. It's on. I've only realised that this is like the #1 place to buy like real indie games. Called Itch.io, and it's £3 because I forgot why I went on it. I think I was just looking at some games. And it was like, oh, you can only get this on Itch.io. I was like, what the fuck's that? But it is like someone like you and me, if we made a game, it's where you would put your game. Yeah. But most of the person who made it, all of their stuff is free, apart from this. And it's only it's $299. I don't know what that is in pounds, but it's about 40 minutes long, which is fine. And you have to play through it 3 times, kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
And that does add up to 40 minutes, but it's not, in no way is it like you're doing the same shit again. It's really hard to talk about without spoiling it, obviously, because it's 40 minutes, but it's... I'm going to go wanky mode again, but yeah, you've never read H.P. Lovecraft, have you?
No, but I've heard of it.
The kind of thing he talks about where, like, horror is best when it's the fear of the unknown.
Psychological.
Yeah, these things are beyond our comprehension, kind of thing, and you don't know what's lurking in the dark.
So it's genuinely scary then?
Yeah,
right.
Like, and the weird thing is, when you finished it, when I finished it, I was like, why was I so scared of that? Like, towards the end, it does get really fucking weird.
Yeah.
But when you think, like, the first playthrough is it's dark, but the house is just normal.
Yeah.
And you think, why was I so scared by it? Because all you do is walk around the house collecting tapes and play them in this tape player. But...
seems like a lot of games are doing that at the minute. But...
yeah, but it does it so well. Again, like I said, it's hard, really hard, other than saying it, just go and play it. Or watch it on YouTube, actually.
I was going to say, just you saying that, like saying it's interesting that the ending... as you would say, why was I so scared of that? It's very intriguing for me. I don't like horror games, but I'm tempted to go, I want to watch that.
Yeah, I mean, it is, once you get to the second, third kind of playthrough, it is scary, but not in the, things jumping out of your face, oh, look at this horrible fucking mutated monster kind of thing. It is just slow, kind of creeping anxiety. Yeah. You're like, oh, fucking hell, what's going to be behind this door? Oh, nothing. Yeah, but your paranoia, So I wouldn't say watch it on YouTube, because then you're cheating this person who really does deserve the money. Because they could do such good things. I've been meaning to try their I think did I say the user? It's called Kitty Horror Show.
No,
right. Well, that's the name of the user if you just look it up on itch.io. But they've got a load of free stuff which I've not tried yet, which might be just as good. But
I've got to say. I do not like horror games whatsoever, but that sounds very interesting to me.
It is fucking terrifying. It's just as if... because I played it, then I watched it, just to see if it was just as effective, but obviously because I played through, I knew what was going to happen, so I can't say whether it's just as effective if you watch it.
Okay.
But well worth it. I forgot how I got to it. I think I did hear about it on another podcast, actually. And I saw it out. So, like, exploring new horror.
Yeah. And we've got, like, this big drawer at the flat now.
Yeah.
It's got all Xbox games and all PS4 games. And the Evil Within keeps staring at me. I think, like,
that, I really like the Evil Within, but it's not scary. I don't know what... it's more tense. Okay. You know... the Resident Evil kind of like, shit, I've only got this many bullets and there's like 7 guys all coming at me kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it is, when I first played it, I hated it because it has them black bars at the top of the screen.
Oh, right, okay.
And they said it was to make it more claustrophobic, but it wasn't. It was to make it more cinematic, you know.
Yeah.
But they removed it.
Oh, okay.
In a patch, and I played it, and it's so much better.
Okay. I don't know whether I'd prefer to watch someone play it, because he's bought it. I might watch him play it. So I don't mind that. But.
There's scary bits. There's a really good boss fight with like this immortal kind of enemy. Well, it's not immortal, but you can't kill it with conventional guns, kind of thing. And it's chasing you around the room, and you have to burn it, and all sorts of different stuff.
Okay.
But it isn't. It's not something that's like PT or that. Anatomy game. It's not what the fuck's behind this door thing, you know. Resident Evil, it feels like Resident Evil 4 in places. There's bits where you're in like a European kind of setting and there's loads of zombies coming at you.
I know I've seen a lot of like gameplay. I know what happens and stuff, so I'm not playing it for the story. I don't know. I just want to play it. It's weird.
It's worth it.
Weird. I don't know.
If it's the beginning, you've seen the beginning because it's
it was plastered everywhere for like 2 months, wasn't it? Yeah.
It doesn't. It's kind of a shame, really, because that kind of stuff doesn't happen again. But
okay. Maybe I'll watch him play it for a bit, and then if I feel courageous enough, pick it up. But
it's a decently long game as well. Not like it doesn't outstay its welcome. It ends at the right point.
Okay.
It did for me anyway.
I've got that feeling from a couple of games actually that I've been playing recently. Although I did feel Quantum Break just only very marginally finished at the right time.
Yeah.
It was just at the point where it was like, and it kind of ends dramatically as well. Like you know who the boss fight's going to be. The boss fight happens. Going back to Quantum Break, sorry.
That's all right.
The boss fight happens, and you go, okay, cool. Well, this is going on. Sequel. Okay, that's good. Brilliant.
So it is open for a sequel.
Absolutely.
All right.
And it again, it kind of feels like there's going to be a trilogy or 4 games or 6 games or whatever. You know, it kind of there's this big overarching theme that's happening. You think you fixed it, and then oh no, it's fucked. Look, there you go. You have to do it again. You have to pay another £40, but yeah.
So you couldn't say if it didn't get a sequel, it doesn't end there properly.
If it doesn't get a sequel, Watch Dogs got a fucking sequel, so I don't know how that. if that doesn't get a sequel, I'll eat something.
I'm trying to think. There was another game I was going to talk about. I've done XCOM, Anatomy and Resi, haven't I?
And Overwatch.
Oh, maybe that was it then. I think that is me.
I think I'm definitely going to get Overwatch because there's no paid DLC, is there? It's all free.
Yeah, all the maps are going to be free.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to tide me into buying.
I think on console it would be better skill based wise. You know what I mean? Because you've been able to play it on PC for a long time if you're a Blizzard fucking wank.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's been on console that long for people to try it other than beta.
Yeah. Because it was neck and neck with Battleborn for about 20 minutes, wasn't it? And then Overwatch just went boom.
Yeah.
And then Battleborn just got forgotten.
It's a shame because when I played the beta, I did like Battleborn.
Was it different in any way?
Yeah, completely different from Overwatch.
Really? Okay. Similar, the same art style kind of thing.
I mean, Battleborn's pretty much a MOBA, and it has the single player / co-op campaign on it as well.
Okay. Yeah, because Overwatch is kind of acting like a MOBA,
but it really isn't.
But it's not. Yeah, that's what it feels. That's what it looks like. That's what it felt like. You know, when I was watching it. But
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm done with it for now. Overwatch
until
new maps or a new hero or whatever. But there's like at that LAN, all of them were playing it pretty much, not constantly, but it was a regular. You know what I mean?
I think that's the thing with like because you've been playing it by yourself.
No, I've been playing it mostly with friends.
Oh right, okay. I was going to say maybe it's better with friends, but okay,
I played one game on my own and it was fine. On PC, and I can imagine on console there'll be like 12-year-olds who have bought the game and try and play it like cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that was a problem with Battleborn when in the beta. You know, you just got people who charged in trying to 360 no scope and stuff like that, and it was.
Oh god. Yeah. I'm very much looking forward to the E3 discussion because I have so much shit that I want to slate.
Yeah, same.
And there's so much shit that I want to as well.
Yeah, there was. I was actually surprised by the things how many things I was actually intrigued by.
Yes.
But there was a lot of shite.
What I don't like, and I'll say this quickly now, before if you want to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Microsoft conference, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the few ones I didn't really like. It had half an hour of Gears of War 4. Gears of War 4 looks shit.
Standard third person, sorry.
Shoot, yeah. I saw Gears of War and I was like, no. Oh no, it's still Gears of War. Why is she still talking about Gears of War? Like, yeah, it does have a great fan base, but It just looks shit. It just looks like the same old bollocks. Like, you know, last year when they showed that like little gameplay trailer thing, and it almost had like a horror aspect to it. They've just fucking thrown that out the window, haven't they? Like, yeah, let's just drill loads of these fucking locusts again.
Yeah, fucking I thought it looked bollocks. Cunts. And then they did that thing at the end of the gameplay. The main character goes in a house and fucking Marcus Phoenix is there, and the crowd went mad. It's like, why? He's not even a good character. He's just some
Dom was a better character. Dom was a much better character.
He's just some roided up fucking aggressive bloke.
Yeah. Cunt. If it was Coltrane, that'd be a different story.
Yeah, that would be well funny if you opened the door. He's like, woo! Yeah, that's the only good thing about Gears of War, really, isn't it? Coltrane. Then in Gears of War, is it Gears of War 1? He raps at the end over the credits.
Maybe, yeah, I remember that. I never finished Gears of War 1.
Oh, I didn't.
I finished 2 and 3 and Judgment. I never finished 1.
Yeah, might as well end there then.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, do one. Thank you for listening.